at 6:02.
Well then, thank you everyone for joining us on this Tuesday, June 29th, 2021 for the Irvine International Academy School Board meeting for the month of June, public meeting. We'll begin with a roll call and I'll begin. I'm Doug Hewson, President and Acting Board Chair. Could I hear from maybe Glenn Rogers?
Yep, Glenn Rogers, board member.
Thank you. Our Superintendent, Michael Scott.
Here.
And board member, Edward Watson.
I'm here.
Okay, and I'm just making my way through board member, Dr. Jolene Smith.
I'm here, present.
Okay, and then I think because I was looking at that teddy bear, I probably skipped Miller Zhang.
What's that?
There he is. Okay, well, great, all present then. We do have reserved some public comment moments before we go into a closed session. And any parents who would like to indicate they would like to offer a public comment now, they may. We also reserve time near the end of the meeting. And so you could use your chat. That's a nice way to do it, and we'll acknowledge you. So let me give at least about 20 seconds or so for any parents or public who'd like to make comments to acknowledge on the chat line. And I'll give that a little bit of time, and if not, we'll move to our closed session. But also would like to just welcome our back office administrative support staff. It looks like Delana Jones has joined us. He'll be joining us at some points during our meeting with our superintendent's update. Okay, with no public comments at this time, we will revisit those later.
Is a comment from Emma, right?
Oh, did we get a comment?
US Arts and Design.
Ah, okay.
Okay, they are muted. I don't know why.
Hi, Stephen.
Yes, Emma, please go. You have 3 minutes.
Oh, currently? Okay.
Yes.
So do you mind if I share my screen for my proposal?
Sure.
Thank you. So hello everybody, the board. I do a really quick introduction. My name is Emma. I am a curriculum designer from Columbia University. My background is doing our education curriculum design for Columbia, and I did a couple summer camps and different types of HBS training for Harvard. And I wanted to introduce the director and owner of the US Arts and Design Irvine here, Whitney here. So, but right now I'll be quickly going over the proposal that I've written for the International Academy for the arts curriculum. So, hello everybody, this is my proposal. First of all, we're gonna go through really quick of who we are, our past successful collaborations with other schools, the outcomes, the happy students that we have kind of fostered, and then fourth, we'll go into the actual curriculum proposal, the nuts and bulk, and then in the end, we'll kind of break down the scope in terms of timeline, material, student body, all that kind of stuff. So first of all, who we are, US Arts and Design, this business has been in the art education business for over 20 years. Our first school is in Rowland Heights City. And now we have over, we have 7-8 different branches all over Los Angeles County, Orange County, San Diego, and San Francisco. And this, our specific branch in Irvine, we have been established over 10 years. So over the course of 20 years, we have helped more than 10,000 of students from all the way to age 4 to the last year of high school. We're helping them to get into art colleges, common colleges, all that kind of stuff. So we have the main core of our program are two. One is for the older kids are the studio program. the core of our program is our MIQ program. The MIQ program we implemented in the very originally is, of course, according to the American developmental psychologist Howard Gardner's multiple intelligence quotient theory, which means you really use different types of crafts, medium, and not only focus them on drawing, painting, but focus it on different types of intelligence, kinesthetic, visual, social, all that kind of stuff. So we will combine a curriculum with language, with different types of curriculum, with science, with craft, and then with really doing projects, like in the summer, they're doing obstacle course, and then for the art project, and they play with each other. So we really incorporated different things to kind of like develop their different types of intelligence, not just visual. And over the years, we have many, many successful collaborations with other schools. We really help them through the art classes and curriculum we implemented. We have helped many accredited schools establish their authority in the district. And by really enriching the school curriculums through an art class, sometimes they don't really have an art class in place. That really helps to engage their students, satisfy their parents, their families, and then as a result, really establish the school's whole-rounded authority and then growth for the school. So first of the collaboration, we're just gonna talk about the ones that we've done in the Irvine district.
Emma,
Yes.
sorry, it's been 3 minutes. May I suggest you contact Principal Stephen and I? We'd love to talk more about this at our new school site after July 1st. So public comments are 3 minutes, but we would love to hear more about this.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
I wonder if that's a PowerPoint or PDF presentation that could be posted into our chat. I know as a board member, I'd like to review that. And then of course, we'll wait to hear how subsequent communication goes between you and our superintendent principal. But this is really fascinating. And congratulations on your work at Columbia and Harvard too. I was on your website while you were presenting, listening, and quite impressive. There is a nice website if you want to each follow up as well.
Thank you. Yes,
Wow.
I have posted the proposal in our group chat, so everybody please feel free to look at it, and then I'm really happy to present it next time.
Wow.
In a
Thank
more
you very
cinematic.
much.
And then I'll put down my website as well.
Thank you again. All right. Any other public comments that have surfaced, Stephen, that you see?
That's it.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, in our closed session, we're going to have our board members. I believe our superintendent, Michael, are you joining us for the first discussion?
Yes.
Okay. And if we if we need anything beyond that, we will. I'd also like then to invite a couple of guests in at the beginning for a discussion. They are candidates that we would like to consider for our board. One of those is Ethan Kay. The second is Brett Freeman, and I'm not sure if Brett joined us tonight. Brett, are you with us tonight? We have his CV. We'll discuss that with the CV. But I want the at the beginning of the time for us to invite in. Yeah, let's invite Ethan in at the beginning. Then when we get to our second discussion, we'll go ahead and let him jump out of that. So Stephen, can you form a closed session for us with board members, Dr. Scott and Ethan Kay?
Okay. Do you see the invite?
Stephen, how do I leave for the,
Okay, so I invite you. There should be a blue icon say go to room 1. I'll invite you again, okay?
thank you. There we go. Stephen,
Yes.
could you issue me an invitation back to join the private meeting, please?
Can you also let me know when we need to go to talk about after school program? Thank you.
Yes, I will.
Wait, I didn't see your name. Hold on. Do you see the breakout room and you click breakout room and join room 1
Okay, I don't see it yet.
at the button?
Breakout rooms.
Yeah,
Okay.
click that and click join room 1.
Doug is gone, right? So
Yes, so go right ahead, Glenn. Stephen, we need to return to the agenda.
Okay, sorry. So here, stop. Yes, okay. Choose it. Did you see it? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's stuck here. I'm sorry.
No, so Doug left, right? So I'll try to bring us through this next piece without Doug. So we need to go through the Pledge of Allegiance. So Michael, why don't you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Okay, if you place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
So the next agenda item is to approve the last minutes. I've gone through the minutes. I didn't have any problems on it. Can I get a approval of the minutes for a motion to approve the minutes?
I have will provide a motion to approve the minutes.
I will be second for that.
Great. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Next is update from Dr. Stott.
Wow. Why don't I wait on that right now as we go through the consent calendar?
Okay. Okay. So the consent calendar. So there's lots of attachments going through. Michael, what's our approach on that? Are we bringing up each attachment?
Yeah, I believe so. So we'll start with approval of the budget. Number
Okay.
one.
So Stephen, I think you're
we don't
driving,
have,
right?
but we don't have attachment for that, for the first item. And yeah,
Here's the skinny of it. On July 29th, we have a grand opening. You're all invited. I'm preparing a letter now to send out. It's for dignitaries, the press, and some parents will be there. We will have gotten keys to the school on the 1st, so we want to have some money for decorations, waters, other things. So we're looking at a budget of $2,000, and we're starting to receive a lot of gifts. We're hoping some more significant gifts. So we want to set aside $1,000 for some kind of appreciation for them. So we're just asking for the board to approve $3,000, up to $3,000 for the opening ceremony on the 29th.
Okay, so can I get a motion to move forward with approving the budget of $2,000 for the grand opening ceremony and $1,000 for donor gifts?
I make a motion.
Second,
Second.
and all passed. Michael, is that date locked in stone?
It is locked in stone.
Okay, all right. We'll have to see how many the board members can make it, right? Because this is the first I'm hearing about it.
Right.
Okay.
What's the date again? The 29th, right?
Yes.
Okay,
And I'm unfortunately not gonna be able to make it. I'm out of town that weekend.
I'll be there.
Okay.
You pay my way, I can fly down.
I wish I could.
No, just, yeah.
That's a Thursday, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who was the second on that grand opening? Who was the second?
Edward.
Edward.
Maybe, yeah, I think it was me.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, so the next on the consent calendar is approve the purchase of the learning materials for the after-school program. Do you have an
Stephen,
attachment for that? There it is.
Stephen, would you like to explain that?
Yeah. can
okay,
somebody walk
so
me through
this, like for our after-school program that will be shipped from Taiwan, and they offer discount like already, and then this is really reasonable, competitive that our parents are excited about to be used during our after-school program.
So, Stephen, just give me an example of what the list of contents is.
Okay, so this is for Mandarin only. Of course, we will have more, but more materials should be from our data instruction. when the school opens. This
Okay.
is just part of it. So we need to get approved right now because they need to ship from Taiwan. That's
So
why
they're
we,
instructional materials, is that correct?
yes, yes. So
That's
that's why
what I need to know.
we schedule for this
Thanks.
board meeting. Thank you.
Okay, understand. Okay, can you close that and bring us back to the agenda?
Sure.
Thanks. Okay, so can I get approval to approve the purchase of the learning materials for the after-school program?
Approve.
Miller,
Second.
second, great. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any against? No. Great. The third item is approve the daytime custodians contract. Stephen, can you
Yes.
bring it up for us?
Yes, but it's confidential. Just let you know, it's just regular daytime custodians contract.
Okay, so what do you need for us as a board to approve then?
Well, all the
A new-
contract will
a
be
new
approved
employee.
by the board because they are the one who hire all the employees.
Okay, so
I
I
do
guess
have
my
a
question though
copy
is
if you want
who's
to.
actually taking a look at the contract?
Stephen has created the contract and it's the standard contract for a staff member,
Okay,
Okay.
except this is our custodian.
Yes,
How many years experience, Stephen, does he have?
he has 2 full-time in other school district. And so we put in on step 3 as standard. And this contract is, I work with the Athena Advanced. So they examine everything. So it's all good.
so you've had Athena review it, is that correct?
Yes.
Mark? Steve?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's fine. And what's the rate we're paying? Is it in line with? the rate?
24.2 per hour, I think.
Okay.
24.18 per hour here.
Okay. I don't know if that's an inline rate or not. Is that in line for what we've seen at
Yeah.
Irvine?
We
Yes?
follow the IUSD, Irvine
Okay.
Unified School District.
That's their pay scale.
That's
Yes.
fine. Okay. That's what I need to know. Okay, can we go back? Great. Can I get a motion to approve the daytime custodians contract?
I'll set forth a motion to approve that
Okay.
contract.
Edward, thank you. Second?
Second.
Miller, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. The next one, approve the MOU between IIA and Marymount University. Stephen, can you bring that up for us?
Yes.
So I'd read through this. I didn't have any concerns on it, but
Marymount will be having a student teacher work at our school. It's that beginning of building relationships with several universities to bring student teachers to the school.
on one of these, there was a dollar figure that I saw. It was like $150. Does that sound right, Michael?
I don't know of a dollar amount for this service.
Okay, so
Stephen?
this
Okay,
one,
so for IIA to host a student teacher,
yeah.
the master teacher will get stipend of 150 provided by the university, not by us. So
Right.
that's the language is about.
Okay,
And
so that was
luckily-
language, and that's not, so we're not paying for that, is that correct?
No, that's provided by the university.
Okay.
Their teacher credentialing program.
Got it.
So luckily, we already have 3 universities that will have the partnership with us.
Okay.
And this is the second university.
And these student teachers, could they gonna be working with us during the day or on after school or both?
Depending on their
most
legal
likely-
status.
The standard will be the daytime
Yes.
education. That would be normal. And it's not always full time either, because sometimes they leave after a few hours.
Okay, I'll bring it back.
Great.
Probably Jolene can speak to that even better, though. Is that your experience, Jolene?
Yes, it is. Yes. So they would be with us. Again, they're required so many hours of student teaching. So
Okay.
that would depend upon how many there we're needing to do with that particular student teacher.
So Stephen, who manages all these students coming in and out of the classroom? That seems like a process.
That'll probably be something I'll take on. So not to interfere with Stephen's responsibilities as a principal. Stephen, go ahead though.
Yeah, you usually you'll be school principal.
Okay.
School principal. Okay. All right.
It's
Okay.
also required for school principal and or administration to also do your observations and evaluations on the student teacher as well, besides the master teacher. So yes, so Principal Ching, you would also be doing those evaluations.
Fantastic. Okay. Okay, so at this point, I'll take a motion to approve the MOU between IIA and Marymount University. Can I get it up first?
I make a motion to approve the MOU.
Great. Can I get a second?
I second.
Great. All in favor? Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. Number 5, approve the approve the operation of our own Wonder Kids after school program. So Stephen, was this the thing we're doing?
Yes, the one we just discussed during the closed session. We have
so it's-
over 125
Right. So coming out of
parents
closed session, I think we still have to do some work on that, right?
Yeah, we just like give a green light to operate it.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, so at this point, I think coming out of closed session, we agreed it's still a work in progress. So, and there'll be some other meetings done after that, and you'll bring it back to the board once we agree with the concept and the contents.
Yes.
Agree? Okay, great.
Well,
Okay, so
We're not
then-
going to vote on that now, Glenn. Are you saying that we're going to postpone a vote, approval vote?
Well, I think we need to, right? Because I think there's content. I think we're all in favor of an after-school program, Michael, right? But
Right.
as Edward brought up, right, we just want to we want to get more information into it to make it a little more clearer, right? So I think that's what we're trying to do. I think from an overall perspective, we all agree an after-school program is the right thing to do. It's just what's the right content that's in it.
Can I suggest that we table that to the next meeting then?
Right, so that's what I said. So at this point, what I want to do is move this item off the agenda to the next agenda calendar. So Stephen, if you can make sure item 5 gets onto our next agenda
Sure.
after you guys meet and have your further meetings with.
Sounds good.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about number 6. So this one is to approve the fiscal purchasing policy resolutions to establish a district number.
Okay. I'd like to explain those. There's going to be 4 or 5 of these resolutions. And they're just the basic mechanics that we need to do to set the financial wheels in motion with Orange County Department of Education, with the State Teachers Retirement Fund, and another company too. I can't think of the name. So these resolutions are just standard resolutions that begin our policies. They're required by our authorizing agency and STRS.
Okay.
So
Okay, so is there any discussion on these? Have the board members taken a look at these resolutions? Any concerns? On the fiscal policy or purchasing policy? Okay, so I assume no. Okay, so at this point, can I get a motion to approve the fiscal purchasing policy resolution to establish a district number, resolution to establish a charter school fund, and charter school EFT resolution? If I can get a motion to move forward with those?
I'll present a motion to move forward with the fiscal purchase policy resolution, district number, and a charter school fund and EFT resolution.
Fantastic. Could I get a second, please?
A second.
Great. All in favor of this motion? Say aye.
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 All in them? No, motion passes. Michael, I'd gone through them all and they all made sense to me. And so there's no concern on my end.
great.
Okay, number 7 was approve the 2021-2022 board meeting calendar.
Again, another requirement by our authorizer to firm up our dates.
Yeah, so is my title treasurer or treasurer?
Oh, sorry. I'll change it.
You know what, Glenn, your questions are always a treasure to hear.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the 2021-2022 board meeting calendar?
Motion.
Miller, thank you. Second?
A second. That was pretty funny, Dr. Scott.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, the approval of the 2021-22 board meeting calendar passes. Thank you. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
All neg? Any disagreements? No? Okay. Okay, Michael, did we miss one?
Yes.
First
No.
Federal 403B.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, approve the First Federal, no, too fast on me. Credit union to operate the 403B plan for
Just a-
IIA employees.
A
Yeah.
quick explanation. There's been fraud before on some of these plans. We had to go with a vendor that was approved by OCDE and Athena, and First Federal was approved. 403 is for our staff, not state teachers' retirement. It's for staff. And the commitment that we have as a school will be up to 3% matching.
Okay. And is that in line with Irvine?
Yes, because we do not do PERS, which would be 18% matching for staff.
Okay.
So this does offer something. And then later we can look at more options as we're financially clear after the first year.
Okay, is there a document we should be viewing, or is there just, this is an agenda item?
Yeah, it's just an agenda item. I don't know that we have a document to view. Stephen, do we have a document on this?
I do not.
And that's really because we've had to so quickly move to bring it to the board. But this is a stand.
But how am I approving? Michael, explain to me how we're supposed to approve something I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay, I'll explain. So this is additional retirement account that our certified teacher or certified administrator to put extra money
I'm
out of
sorry.
their own pocket for retirement.
No,
It's
Mike,
not-
it's
Stephen, I
not
totally understand
certified.
that, right? But there
Classified
should be a
staff.
document that explains this in detail, so the board can be looking at something that describes the 403B plan.
That is correct.
So at this point, we're going to table this item and bring it back to the agenda next time when you can bring me a document that we can see.
Sure.
Sure, of course.
Great. Okay, moving on to number 9, approve the TMG copier rental. So I saw, Michael, you've been involved in this one. Looks like it's an invoice for renting a copier or buying one.
Yeah, but Stephen will explain this one.
Okay.
So this will be for the 2 major copy machines we'll be using for our school, and it's monthly rental, and it's reasonable that they'll offer the services if there's a problem or issue, and also the toner, and they offer to change the toner at a reasonable price. So this is a common practice for public school, just to lease the copy machines instead of purchasing.
Okay. And you're leasing them because it's a better for the school? Is that the reason why?
Yeah, convenient too.
Okay. Okay, that seems reasonable to me. I thought it was high for one, but you're saying it's 2?
No, for 2. This is for 2.
Okay. Let's hope they do color. That's trying to be funny. Okay, can I get a motion to approve the TMG copy rental?
I make a motion to approve the TMG copier rental.
Great. Can I get a second?
Second.
Great. All in favor?
Aye.
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 All opposed? No. Number 9, approve the TMG copy rental passes. Okay, next one, approve the finance committee, Doug, Michael, up to 2 more board members, acknowledge the open position for finance committee and ask chairman to fill it. Who's going to talk to us about this one?
Sure. Glenn, no, Stephen was on the finance committee and then he left, the former board member. I can't think of his last name offhand.
Okay.
And so we only have two persons, myself and Doug. So we needed another board member. I've talked with Doug Hughesen, and he was suggesting that Ethan Kay might be asked to join the open position for the Finance Committee. But now that we have 7 board members, we can actually have up to 3 board members on a committee without violating the Brown Act.
Correct.
So this is basically to one, invite Ethan, so we have at least 3 working people on the committee, but possibly a 4th one.
Okay, so I normally wouldn't put an immediate board member in front of the spotlight to ask him on a public call if he's going to be into a finance committee, right? So should we just table this and bring it back and have your conversation with him offline?
Well, why don't we just go ahead and approve it so that the chairman can fill the position. He can.
That's fine. I'm all for that. So, okay, can I get a motion to approve the finance committee for basically Doug to have a conversation with Ethan about joining that as a position?
I'll put forward the motion to approve that so he can talk to Ethan about filling the position.
Fantastic. Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Fantastic. Okay, motion 10 approves. Great. So number 11, approve the purchases of Mandarin, ELA, Math, Science, and Social Studies textbooks.
Hey,
This would be
Stephen's
the
done a lot of work on this, but just one comment. You know, we have the $600,000 grant.
Right.
So that is reimbursable. So we've arranged to take out loans. So we have the money to approve the purchases of these textbooks, which are hundreds of thousands of dollars, frankly. But that money is going to be replaced by the grant. So we're going to come out really far ahead, but we just simply, it's such a large amount, we need approval for purchases. Stephen,
And
you want to
since
give
the
more?
amount is so large, and right, remember, it falls back to the conversation we just had about anything over $25,000 had to go out to an RFP. Where does that fall in this?
Well, there's not really another quality Mandarin program, for instance.
Okay.
And Singapore Math simply is the best anyway. So there's no competition to find there. So those two we just want to outright approve. We're still doing some research on science and social studies textbooks, but it will come up, and we have to order now. We can't wait on ordering because there won't be any textbooks left.
Right.
So,
And you
Julie,
won't receive them in time to get those resources to your staff. So you need to order them July 1st. If that's the latest date.
Okay. I'm not gonna be able to help us here on whether or not that's the right textbook or not. I'm like, so Stephen, is this what you've used in your prior schools?
Yes.
Well, I thought Dr. Scott just said that you didn't have the social studies in ELA for which ones you wanted to use yet, because that was my question. What are the names of each of the, what are the textbooks? I know Mandarin is what, Meizhou Huayu, or right, Better Chinese, or
Better Immersion for Mandarin, and Fountains and Pinnell, FNP, for English Language Arts.
okay.
And Singapore Math for Math, and Tweak Science for Science. And social studies is more like magazines, as a supplementary materials for social studies. And per the advice from Athena Events, they say you need to purchase now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you won't have any textbook.
Stephen, I'm also doing some more research on science. One of the issues is that we're teaching science in Mandarin. The one that you mentioned, Teak Science, is that a Mandarin?
Tweak Science?
Twig?
Yeah.
Is that Mandarin?
No.
So we need a little bit of flexibility on science. But
Basically,
the 3 main ones we know for sure: English, math, and the Mandarin.
yeah, our Mandarin team will be working on the Mandarin translation, yes.
So it feels like we have it baked for Mandarin, ELA, and Math, but we're still trying to figure out who's the right supplier for science and social studies. Is that correct?
I believe that's correct. We haven't had enough discussions with the superintendent yet to make that decision.
So I guess what I'm trying to get to is what do we, Stephen, what are you trying to get, Stephen, Andrew, or Michael, what are we trying to the board to approve here? Because does it need to be broken up, or do you guys are you guys gonna be making a decision in the next 3 days to get something approved?
Well, we know three. So I would say approve the Mandarin, the English, and the math.
Okay, that's fine. And then you guys will come back on either come back or a special session or work with Edward directly, right? To figure out what's the right answer for social studies and textbooks?
Correct.
Okay, so you guys can approve that. My recommendation, if you have to get it done, let's get the approval for Mandarin, ELA, and math done tonight, and then do offline for social studies and science, right?
Agree.
Yes, and we can approve up to 25,000 in an emergency need. The superintendent can approve that. So
Okay, and then, okay.
I think that
okay.
will come in under that amount.
Okay, so
Okay.
some parents just shared that IUSD use Twig Science as well. That's why our teachers, we have a team discussion with all of our teachers. They suggest that we use Twig Science as well.
Yeah, Capo USD uses Twig Science too, I believe. Wait, maybe.
So
Again,
basically-
until I can discuss with Stephen and the teachers, I don't want to make a decision on the science and social studies yet. But the first three we know.
Got it. So let's do this. Can I get a motion to approve the purchases of the Mandarin, ELA, and math textbooks?
I will put forth that motion to approve those purchases.
Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
Nowhere, thank you. So all in favor of approving the purchases, Mandarin, ELA textbooks? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Okay, Stephen and Michael, you have a takeaway to go research the science and social studies and then come back to us on what the answer is?
Yes,
Okay, great. Motion to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks. Motion 12 to approve the Wilner and O'Reilly immigration attorney contract.
Where's the Matane? Oh, here.
Okay, Stephen, are you going to walk us through this? Or Michael?
Actually, it's Michael, not me.
basically, the first thing we're doing is putting them on a retainer,
Mhm.
3,500, reasonable, and then each individual person will be a cost to us.
Correct, and we're doing this for the H-1B, is that correct?
Correct. H-1B specifically, and we don't have any current ones in place that we're doing, but we're prepared now to do it.
Okay,
To
so
operate.
all you're doing is setting up a legal arrangement with these guys and giving them a small stipend of a retainer.
Right.
Is that- I read that was like 3,500, is that correct?
That's correct for the retainer.
All right, Stephen, can you come back? Great. Can I get a motion to approve the Wilner and O'Reilly immigration attorney contract?
I'll set a motion to approve the
Right.
immigration
And
contract.
Can I get a second? I'm not sure I can second stuff, can I? I'm not sure I can second stuff, right?
Mhm. I'll second.
Okay, Julian, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, motion 12 passes to approve, excuse me, can I get my brain, can I get a
All those in
approval
favor?
to approve? Yes, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All denied? None. Motion 12 passes. Thank you. Number 13, approve the last version of the petition accepted by Orange County Department of Education.
Yeah, basically, we had to negotiate a lot, make some tweaks here and there. And one of our authorizing agencies is looking for a final cleared, approved petition. So it's the one that we submitted to finally to Orange County. We're just making it official.
What is, I guess, Michael, what has changed since the board's last seen this?
We didn't approve it. That's basically the problem. Nothing's changed since Orange County passed it. It's been all the same. But we had to change things, the small things, like instead of Irvine, we had to say Orange County Department of Ed. And so this is the clean version with all the changes in it.
Okay, when does this need to be approved by, Michael?
Now I have to turn it in. Approved. We approved something that was rougher back in 2019. I just want to have us approve the latest one that was approved by Orange County,
Mhm.
so that they're consistent. Is there a reason not to approve it?
No, I'm just gonna ask the board if any of the board members have any concerns of the petition.
If this is basically the same one, it sounds like from before, it's just you had to change some like semantic issues or logistical issues with like names and maybe other titles or conventions, but nothing major. That's my understanding, correct?
That's correct.
That's what I was trying to get to. Okay. Any other concerns on this? Okay. Stephen, can you come back?
Sure.
Okay. At this point, can I get a motion to approve the last version of the petition accepted by Orange County Department of Education?
Yes, I make that motion to approve this petition.
Fantastic. Can I get a second, please?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion 13 passes to approve the last version petition accepted by Orange County Department of Education. Item 14, approve Hope International University MOU, Memorandum of Understanding.
Okay. This is the tuition discount program. Teachers that want to get masters in administration have a 40% discount with Hope. And then there's other discounts available in tuition with the school. It's quite a bargain, actually. Jolene, do you have more to explain?
Yes, no, I have a number of my own staff that is taking advantage of this 40% discount. It's a great opportunity.
Great. So this is for the existing teachers wanting to go back for an advanced degree?
Yes.
Okay. Makes sense. It's nice.
Also, couldn't they get certified in some way that maybe they aren't? Wasn't that also a service?
Yeah. We might have a teacher that we can use, a Mandarin teacher that doesn't have their B-clad completed.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. Yeah.
Could I get a motion to approve the Hope International University MOU?
I'd like to make a motion to approve Hope International MOU.
Fantastic.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Second, Miller?
Aye.
Second.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any approved? Motion 14 passes to approve the Hope International University MOU. Board recommendations. Was this coming out of closed session?
I don't know how that, I don't want to answer because I don't know for sure. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, why not? Closed session recommendations.
Right. So the major recommendation coming out of that was to take a look at the after school program coming out, right? And then the contract for Michael Scott was approved as that was also approved by the board. Those are the two major items coming off of that board.
And 2 new board members.
Yeah, and the 2 new board members, that's correct. And we'll get them posted out to our website with bios of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a few comments then, before we have public comments.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to just say, I appreciate the staff's hard work. This was overwhelming this last month, simply overwhelming. We got our business insurance up. You're all covered, by the way. STRS, health insurance benefits, people are enrolling. The staff has worked super hard. I just want to compliment Sunny for her dedication to be our kind of controller for finances. Stephen's effort, working long hours to make everything come together, putting his ideas down. Just amazing what he's come up with. You can see that in our after school program, but he has a lot, we have a lot more to do. But I also want to thank Mary Beth. Even though she hasn't started with us yet until July 1st, she's been putting in hours to help us move up. She's been arranging our training for the school system that we're going to be enrolling all the children in starting in July now. We've been up over at the school site many times. Anytime board members, you want to drop in to see the school, we're there now. starting July 1st. Our hours will be 8 to 4. So just they've done a great job. I did have one comment Stephen brought up that I thought I got a kick out of. Some teachers were complaining to one of our teachers who had been in Irvine Unified School District. It's like, why are you taking all of our best kids? Apparently, we're famous. and some of the best kids of Irvine are part of our students. And indirectly, some of the best parents of Irvine are part of our students.
Good. Yeah.
So we're excited about the beginning. Thank you.
Yep, Michael, thanks for making that recommend those comments about our folks. It's exciting that we're about to launch this thing, right? So we're happy to see the school coming together and be able to launch it with the to be able to provide this education. Stephen, can you see, is there any public comments that we need to address?
Sure. In the chat, let me see.
So it looks like we have a comment from Emma.
Yeah, Emma.
Emma, could
Yes.
you unmute and provide your comment for us? Thanks.
Yes, I will provide a quick 3-minute comment. I just want to go over the bulk of the proposal real quick. So our proposal for our curriculum, our class for the school for the fall semester, it will be starting from September of the school year and into February. And then we'll send over our teachers who are responsible for teaching elementary level and are in depth in teaching the scale from like 20 students to hundreds of students. Will come 1 week a day. We can do like a Tuesday. We'll teach from 8:15 a.m. in a day to 3:15 p.m. 1 hour per grade per class. And then this is with lunch breaks and in between class breaks. So each grade, each class will get 1 hour art class. And then it will be a total of 100 and 115 hours of class throughout the fall semester. And we will have a design our curriculum and our lesson plan to go towards in the end of the fall semester in February. We'll have a gala for the students at the International Academy to have where students can exhibit their artworks, individual and collaborative artwork, and the parents can come and bid on their students' work, and then this will go back to the school's funding. So this whole collaboration will be nonprofit. And we have past experiences collaborating with Portola Spring Elementary School, Loma Ridge Elementary, and Irvine Unified School District. So this is the end of my comment. Thank you.
Great, Emma, thank you for that. I think Michael and Stephen will be connecting with you after our board session to bring it back to us to discuss.
Thank you.
Thank you. Stephen, is there any other public comments?
I didn't see any. Hold on. Share. No, I didn't see any. No more.
Okay, so at this point, I'd like to adjourn the meeting and at 7:45. Thank you for everybody for attending and providing comments and being constructive. I appreciate it. Have a great night.